Yeah, no, I think I understand.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I appreciate you talking to me, because I guess to be completely honest with you, Tony, I just figured, given everything that went down last week on my end and on your end, that there was no hope. Like,
oh no,
in
I wouldn't.
any scenario, I was going to be your target next week. So what's even the point?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think maybe a few days ago, in the heat of it, I was pretty annoyed. But then
and I'm sorry about that. I really am.
I mean, I'm sorry as well. I think we're both.
I know it will make so much more sense later, and honestly, I don't even know why I'm still protecting anything.
I totally get it. I mean, I think we're both in the same boat anyway. We both did wrong by each other rather than communicating, and so I don't even think it. I think we're both in the same boat. There's nothing that I wouldn't trust about you. I mean, maybe if you ran out of this room and it was like, oh, Turner trying talking game with me, but other than that.
Actually, you know what?
You better spill some tea, because I'm dying to know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I'm excited. I love when people do this.
I'm just trying, I don't know. I can say that and I apologize for this, but our conversation at that time in the bathroom was to get more information than solid. Mm-hmm. Michael was very well aware of that information.
Wow.
It was to help him.
Wow, that is interesting.
It was
then, I think when Michael was acting like we were closer than we were, it was also to help him. I think he might have been trying to pull strings with a lot of people, because that was definitely...
Michael and I had a very clear understanding of what his role in the game was and what my role in the game was, and how we would get further together.
Wow, that's great.
And I'm sorry that that conversation, I mean, you and I didn't talk too much more than that, and so I guess I felt in a way, and you're, HOH 3 times, and I've been on the blog all 3 times.
Yeah.
In my mind, there was not a tremendous amount of, I didn't think game-wise you and I were too cool at that point anyways, so it didn't seem detrimental, although it very much was. So,
that is fascinating, because I thought me and Michael were very tight towards that point. Well, I guess that I took him out anyway, so who cares?
No, it was, I mean, honestly, it was, and that's the problem. Michael, I think Michael just, and I told him this, I was like, you are honoring promises that other people are not going to honor you. They just aren't.
Oh, yeah.
And he did not listen to me, so.
So, just out of curiosity, and this is old game now, so it doesn't even make a difference, really. When we were talking about getting Michael out, were you actually interested in that being the case? Because I feel like no matter what, that still opened the door for someone else to win.
No, seriously, I am. I feel like I've had to not play 2 separate games, but make decisions that were often contradictory to one another. Here's the thing. I knew Michael was not, the way he played, his strategy was not going to get him to the end.
Yeah.
It just was not, unless he won literally everything.
Yeah.
And he also was not understanding that he needed to win literally everything. He wasn't getting it.
Wow. Yeah.
So, what do you do when a person that you're probably working very close with doesn't understand that? You make sure you can survive after that. So, yes, that was the truth. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk with you, is like, let you know that I was okay with that. But Michael knew that I told you that I was okay with that.
That's crazy.
So, and he was, that was okay.
Wow. That is wild. I figured, I didn't know if that was coordinated or not, and I didn't think it actually was, so that is wild. But then when you told me in our one-on-one on the double eviction to make a big move, I had to, obviously, I mean, it is no lie that you've been on the blog every single time I'm HOH, so that is clearly a trend, but I was like, okay, then I can't just put Michael up. There's no working just putting Michael up, because then if he wins a veto, you are fucked the next week. So then I was like, okay, well, bring up Brittany then, because that will be my big move. So, I mean, it worked out.
Wait, yeah. So I was curious about that. Yeah, because you put me and Alyssa up.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you put me and Michael up?
Because if Michael was up and came down, then I am fucked the next week. But if I didn't put Michael up, because I didn't know if you and Michael were working together even at that point, because I didn't know that whole thing was coordinated like that. So I was like, okay, if he comes down, he's going to win the next HOH.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come down, then I have plausible.
You thought you guys
I have
had
plausible
more trust.
deniability between not putting him right up and not saying I wasn't going to backdoor you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when I put him up, no, when I put you and Taylor up the week before, it was literally to get Michael to
get Michael
backdoors.
out.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew, well, or Joseph told me about you and Taylor in the final three, but it was a final four with also Michael involved.
That was not true.
I totally believe that now.
Yeah. That's what's funny. It's like that. The
Mhm.
actual thing is like, that actually was not true.
Yeah.